Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. Fudge is always a tasty treat during the holidays, but Microsoft's been talking about another kind of fudge lately. This week, Microsoft product manager Albert Pinello admitted in an interview that when it comes to marketing 4K and HDR, you, quote, have to fudge things a little bit to show the differences. The context for that quote is that 4K and HDR are quickly becoming important technological benchmarks, but they're very hard to communicate to consumers who are viewing advertisements through non-4K HDR screens. He also says that you want to do it in a way that's honest, but at the end of the day, it's a pretty difficult concept to talk about. I mean, at least he's being honest that it's hard to be honest about 4K and HDR, I guess. Both Sony and Microsoft are caught up in this game at the moment, with both of them using PR-y terms like premium 4K console, true 4K versus native 4K, and the list goes on. Really, it just highlights how big of a problem Sony and Microsoft are going to have promoting both PS4 Pro and Scorpio over the next year. And also, maybe a little bit worrisome to hear Microsoft talking about this so far ahead of Scorpio's release. You'd hope that the most powerful console ever built would at least speak for itself. That said, it's the same difficulty with marketing 3D stuff. It's hard to market something like a 3D experience in 2D. Think of it like that. Ready to get your one-handed Mario on? Super Mario Run hits iOS devices today, and it's out now actually. Sorry Android users, you'll get it at some point eventually, and it's expected to rival Pokemon Go in terms of its popularity. Industry analyst Superdata predicts the Mario Runner to top 30 million downloads and bring in more than $60 million in revenue in its first month alone. That's, of course, nowhere near the $200 million prize fetched by Pokemon Go in its first month, but keep in mind that game launched on iOS and Android simultaneously. The entire industry will, of course, be waiting to see how Super Mario Run performs long-term, especially since the two games are using totally different business models. Pokemon Go's got its microtransactions, and Super Mario Run got a one-time fee of $9.99. But really, all that's moot because now we're basically debating on how exactly Nintendo franchises are going to take over your phone either way. And in that case, Nintendo wins no matter what. Crysis developer Crytek is reportedly out of money and can't pay its employees anymore. We've already done a story on that, but now the employees are starting to fight back. Ludwig Linkvist, a VFX artist out of Crytek's main office in Frankfurt, has now started a GoFundMe campaign for the legal fees to sue his former employer for the money they owe him. He notes that other people are in the same boat as he is, and many can't afford to fight Crytek on account of, not getting paid for months. Linkvist claims match reports from earlier this week that Crytek hasn't paid its employees in months, with the VFX artist himself stating that he's been unpaid since October. He also provides quotes from his contract with Crytek showing that they're in the wrong, as well as other evidence that they haven't really been giving him any money. So feel free to donate or share if you want to do a good deed this holiday season. Support the VFX artists in Frankfurt. Now that Lionhead is officially closed, RIP, it's only natural that strange tales from their heyday are starting to leak out, including the time they fought back against a hacker by threatening to tell his mother. On a recent BAFTA panel about gaming, former Lionhead employee Sam Van Tilburg told a story about a group of hackers that got access to Fable information that was never supposed to see the light of day, including fake screenshots made by employees of the main character killing innocent kids. Yeah, kind of dark, but if you think about it, Lionhead's humor always ran in that vein. Tilburg says that after the group threatened to release the information and screenshots to the public, they went down the evil alignment path and fought fire with fire. Using the information they had available, they were able to trace the 16-year-old hacker to where he lived, and even got information from his high school about a poem he'd recited. They put screenshots up of landmarks near his home, quoted the poem, and threatened to rat him out to his parents, which totally took care of the situation. So basically, the lesson is that internet justice always works, right? Because that's definitely what we're taking from it. This week has also brought us video game fans making headlines with some rather cool or maybe downright insane accomplishments. One Metal Gear Solid fan did some light modding and After Effects work to create a very convincing demo of what Metal Gear Solid 3 would look like running on Metal Gear Solid 5's much more powerful Fox engine. It's a cool, non-playable demo, which makes it hurt so much worse that Konami does sort of have the game running in the Fox engine, only in pachinko form. And in other fan does crazy shit news, because we always love that, one rather ambitious Final Fantasy 15 player decided to do the ridiculous and grinded all the way out to level 99 before repairing the car, which is literally the first quest you do in the game. And no, it was not Mika. This was accomplished by YouTube user Sushin of the Super Best Friend Let's Play community, who spent 61 hours leveling up constantly before tackling anything else. If you're interested, you can watch all of this on YouTube, because it's YouTube and that's where this stuff exists, if you feel like being just as crazy or maybe just experiencing the crazy vicariously. Did you miss the free PC games that Ubisoft offered as part of its 30th anniversary celebration? Don't worry, these 7 games will be free again this weekend. The offer starts today and runs through Sunday. It includes Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, also known as the best Prince of Persia game, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, also known as, well, actually, most of those early Splinter Cell games were really great, so just get that one. Rayman Origins, also really great Rayman game. The Crew, can't speak to that. Beyond Good and Evil, which you should play. Well, maybe it's probably dated now, but Beyond Good and Evil 2 is theoretically coming at some point, so you should consider it. Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon, amazing, and Assassin's Creed 3, well, you can skip that one if you want. The giveaways are part of the company's UB30 program, with each game being available for 1 month. To get the games, you need to set up an account on Uplay, the company's digital distribution service. See, you knew there was a catch! And redeem your copies on the Ubisoft Club website. A cast member of The Walking Dead has signed up to play the starring role on the new Star Trek series. Sonequa Martin Green will continue to play the badass Sasha on Walking Dead, assuming she survives the season, that is, as she adds her new role as Lieutenant Commander on Star Trek Discovery. The new show on CBS All Access will feature the Starship Enterprise, now known as the USS Discovery, and will introduce new characters seeking out new life and new civilizations. You know, because it's Star Trek. The show was first scheduled to debut in January, but it's since been pushed back to May. Martin Green has been a favorite on The Walking Dead in the role of Sasha, which was created specifically for her, and she's been a series regular for the past few seasons. If I were her, I'd be praying to get killed off. Otherwise, she's gonna be running back and forth a lot for the next year. I don't know. Well, she keep busy. I mean, that's a good problem to have, right? Twitch is fighting back at YouTube with a brand new channel for its service, the Twitch IRL channel. It's aimed at vloggers, allowing them to stream events from their everyday lives. Starting next year, Twitch personalities will even be able to live stream to Twitch straight from their smartphones. Mobile broadcasting could definitely be a huge change for the service, which so far has mostly focused on streaming video game content. So if you wanted to know what your favorite streamers are eating, what they use to clip their toenails without having to check their Twitter feeds, then, well, congratulations. Twitch is giving you exactly what you want. They're coming for YouTube in a big way. First video games, now vloggers? Come on. Better check up on your old Yahoo email. By the way, this is more PSA than anything. The company has been the victim of possibly the biggest hack in history. I know we've reported on this before, but this is another one. This is a new one. The company has said that more than 1 billion Yahoo accounts, including phone numbers, birth dates, and security questions, may have been stolen during an attack in 2013. That could be the biggest hack of all time, and worse for Yahoo, a separate hack from the one it revealed in September. That was the previous, I think, biggest hack in history, so really they're good at keeping this record. That was 500 million accounts that were hacked. Yahoo says that payment card data and bank account information weren't stored on the system that the company thinks was affected, but the hackers might still have swiped a lot of personal information like usernames, birth dates, security questions, and phone numbers. The company has not been able to identify the intrusion associated with this theft, Yahoo said comfortingly. Yahoo shares were down more than 4% Thursday following the news, and there's some speculation that it could affect the internet company's $4.8 billion sale to Verizon, which hasn't closed yet. In the meantime, better go dig around for your old Yahoo password and turn on two-step authentication, or just delete that and change all of your information ever. I mean, do I have a Yahoo account? Oh, maybe the hackers can help me get into it. Uber and California are already fighting over the company's new self-driving car service in San Francisco. Well, there's a surprise. Even though its brand new California regulators ordered the car service to stop the self-driving service until it gets a state permit to put autonomous vehicles on public roads. Uber started the public pilot program Wednesday morning. After just a few hours, the California Department of Motor Vehicles sent a letter threatening legal action if Uber didn't get the permit. For its part, Uber has argued that its cars aren't autonomous vehicles because they still require a person behind the wheel to observe and take over if necessary, which kind of sounds like a self-driving car with training wheels, honestly. So there you go. What do you think of all of today's news? Let us know in the comments below. And for more news from every corner of the internet, like this video and subscribe to The Know. Also, expert name pronunciations. Takes a couple tries, but we'll get there.
All right, we are recording once more.
All right, once more with feeling.
If anything, Ludwig, right?
Ludwig.
Yeah.
Ludwig Lindquist. God damn it! I feel like I'm saying a cartoon name.
Doesn't sound real.